Hey there, this is Dorothea, and this is Wednesday Word Share. And this week I'm going to do something a little different. I had a word on this past Saturday that I taught at our Overcomers conference, and I think it's a really important word for the body of Christ right now. I shared it to my leaders because it's really the key to them staying whole and healthy while they're ministering to other people. But in reality, it's important for every single one of us because we have got to attend to our relationship with the Lord in spite of anything else that's going on in our lives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little clip from a message that I gave on Saturday, and I'm going to give it to you as Wednesday Word Share, but it's only going to be a part. The whole message itself was about 30 minutes or so, and I'm going to go ahead and post the entire message on my YouTube channel and probably over on my Vimeo channel as well. So if you want to go and watch the entire thing, you can do that. But in case you just want a highlight version, I'm giving that to you today. So I'm not going to belabor this any longer. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. Leave a message. Share it. All of those things really help to get the word out, and it's a message that's really important. It's a message we want to get out. So feel free to make comments. Feel free to share with your friends. I really appreciate it. I love you. Have a great week. Bye-bye. So turn to Matthew chapter 25, and we're going to read through verses 1 through 12. And it says, "Then the kingdom of heaven shall be likened to 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. Now 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. But while the bridegroom was delayed, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight a cry was heard, 'Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out to meet him.' Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, 'Give us some of your oil, because our lamps are going out.' But the wise answered, saying, 'No, lest there should not be enough for us and you, but rather go to those who sell and buy for yourselves.' And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins came also, saying, 'Lord, Lord, open to us.' But he answered and said, 'Assuredly, I say to you, I do not know you. Watch, therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming.'" Okay, so we know that this is all metaphorically speaking, right? Jesus is telling a parable, and it's about life. It's about our life as believers in Him returning. He is our bridegroom, and it seems like right now He is very delayed. We are waiting, and we are waiting, and we are waiting. And so we came into the situation expecting that we were not really going to have to wait.
That's good.
And so we came with a portion of oil from our salvation inside of us, and that got us going. But in the process of time, that oil has run out of our lampstand. But the wise know that they can go and get more oil. And so they have to bring it with them so that in case there's a delay, we're going to be prepared. But, the thing that always got me about this parable is that they're all virgins. They're all good. They're all doing the right thing, but some of them are going around on empty. They've got an empty tank. but they're still doing good. But they're just going through the motions. They're empty on the inside. And so they didn't know that they needed to go and buy oil. Because here's the thing. Your oil cannot be shared. Only your light can be shared.
Come on.
But what is the source of your light? It's your oil. If you don't have oil, your light cannot shine. What is the purpose of the light? To draw. What's the purpose of the oil? To sustain. Okay? Now, where do you get oil? Because Jesus said in the parable, you have to go to those who sell oil. He says you got to go and buy it. Right? Yeah. Meaning there's some place to go to get it, and there's a currency that you have to pay. You can't go to the grocery store and buy a quart of olive oil and not expect to pay some cashola, right?
That's right.
You're going to get some greenbacks out of your wallet and pass them over to get that oil. There is a cost. There is a cost. But what is the cost? Well, let's go to Luke chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. And it says, now it happened as they went that he entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore, tell her to help me. Man, I don't know. I know we give Martha a bad rap, but y'all, aren't we like Martha? I mean, I can't blame the girl, right? I really can't. And Jesus answered and said to her, Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part which will not be taken from her. Okay, so let's look at this, okay? Mary somehow knew the secret to the good stuff, okay? The source of the oil was found at Jesus' feet. She figured out where to go to buy the oil, right? And she purchased it with her time. The currency is time and sacrifice. You can't borrow the oil from anyone else. Only by sacrificing your time can you buy the oil you need for your life. Okay, your responsibilities are legit though, right?
That's right.
I'm just going to read you a little portion of my journal. I said, to forsake all and sit at his feet is often the greatest sacrifice of your daily life. To set aside the tasks screaming at you to be done, to ignore, if only for a few minutes, the demands of the day. The to-do list of your day is real and cannot be avoided. I know some of y'all have outgrown this stage of life, as have I. Yay, but you know, the kids really do have to make it to school on time with lunches and in clean clothes. You know, I mean, that's real. Every single day. They gotta be there, and they gotta have clean clothes, and they gotta have something to eat, right?
That's right.
But don't forget about that permission slip and the money for the field trip. Or the money for the fundraiser. You know? Don't forget to get all that done.
Come on.
Okay, so the sacrifice of your time and attention is legit. It will cost you something to sit at his feet. But that's what the word says. Buy oil. The currency is your time and sacrifice of obedience and devotion. The oil you buy with your obedient sacrifice sustains you through all the crazy. Nothing goes 100% according to plan because none of us are that powerful, right? But you can remain in perfect peace while navigating the chaotic landmines of your day. It begins with your quiet, determined, and deliberate act of sitting at his